Welcome to Maple Ridge Chrysler. My name is Jamarly, and today I'll be showing you this amazing 2015 Dodge Charger SXT in black. This vehicle is awesome, and it's actually really fun to drive, and I'm going to show you a few reasons why you should be in love with it. Starting up here at the front of the vehicle, we have our bifunctional projector headlamps. Now, these projector headlamps are actually really special because they project up to 40% more light than the regular halogen light, which is awesome. And because it's a projector style, it actually keeps more light on the road and in front of you in order to help visibility in the direction that you're going in. Down here we also have our LED fog lights, which are also really awesome for low visibility situations. Under this hood we have a 3.6 liter V6 VVT Pentastar engine. VVT stands for variable valve timing, which means that in the event of your vehicle changing elevation, your valves will change timing in order to reduce stress on your engine and increase your fuel economy. Coming down here to the wheels, we'll see our 18-inch alloy rims, which are great looking, and they are wrapped in your Michelin tires. These tires are actually really great, and they have an awesome amount of tread left on them, so you don't have to worry about replacing those anytime soon. Coming up here, you will see your mirrors to the side of the vehicle. They are breakaway mirrors, actually, which means they break away both to the front and to the back in the case of a minor accident. When you're backing up and you might hit a tree, or in a parking lot you hit a door or something, they will move out of the way instead of being completely broken off, which is a great thing for peace of mind. Now, before we enter the vehicle, I just want to quickly show you some features on the remote. So I'm just going to pull out the remote here. You'll see your unlock and your lock button, classic, as well as your double tap to open the trunk, which we'll show you in a moment. We also have your double tap to start. So you double tap it, it'll lock all the doors in the vehicle, and it'll start on up, which is a great feature. And the vehicle can't go anywhere because the keys are not inside the vehicle, which is great for safety and not getting your vehicle stolen. Now, another really cool feature is that it has proximity entry, so all you gotta do is take the remote or have it in your pocket and put your hand in the door, and it unlocks the door as well. There's this button here, all you gotta do is tap it and it locks all the doors again. Now let's step inside. Now that we're inside the vehicle, you will notice that we have here our left and right power mirror controls, our power window controls, with the first two front windows being auto, which means you tap them down once to go all the way down, and you pull them once up to go all the way up. As well, you have your power locks. Now the door has a great amount of storage, which is great, as well as the button to open up your gas tank and a water bottle holder. And you'll also notice that we have our little sign here that shows that this is a part of an Alpine sound. This car has an Alpine sound system, and this is one of the speakers for that. Now, before we step in, I just want to quickly show you on the side of the door, on the side of the seat actually, we have these buttons to control the front or back movement, the height of the seat, as well as your back, all electronically, which is great. As well, you have your lumbar support for those long road trips, which this vehicle is great for. Your back will be supported in order to reduce aches and pains, which is great. Now I'm just gonna get a little bit closer in here, and you'll notice that we have here your headlamp controls, and you can actually set it on auto and forget it, and they will turn off when you turn off the vehicle, turn on when you turn on the vehicle, as well as adjust according to the brightness of the day. So you don't have to worry about fiddling with it, they'll be just right all the time. Here we also have our interior brightness display controls, as well as a button to open your trunk. And below we have your lever to open the hood and your park brake. Now I'm just gonna get comfortable inside and show you a bit around in here. All I gotta do is put my foot on the brake and touch the push start, and the vehicle starts up, which is great. Now the key's inside the vehicle, and so you're not going to put it into the ignition because it's already here, which is great. Now here we have a large cluster display, which is really awesome. And it has your tachometer on the left, your speedometer on the right, which is with this large digital display in the center. It's currently showing you the temperature outside, the range to empty, and it's on the speedometer. This vehicle has 32,005 kilometers on it, which is great. If we flip through a few options, you can see that it's easy to switch it to miles per hour whenever you're crossing over the border to go on a little shopping journey. You can also switch it back to kilometers per hour. Here we can see our vehicle information like our oil pressure, oil life, battery voltage, and more, like your tire pressure, which is great for monitoring and staying on top of the things in your vehicle. You can also see your fuel economy, your trip information, what you're listening to right now, and this messages board actually keeps you updated about what needs to be serviced on your vehicle, which is great. Coming back here, you will see your remote to control that digital display, as well as your voice recognition controls, which allows you to answer or respond to your phone calls or text messages via voice recognition, while keeping your hands on the wheel and your eyes on the road and staying legal. Coming over here, you have your cruise control settings, and in the center of the vehicle you have your largest in class 8.4-inch Uconnect screen. This vehicle is equipped with Sirius satellite radio, which is great. We have your mobile media devices that can be hooked up via USB auxiliary, Bluetooth, or SD card. We have your heated seats, your mirror dimmer, your screen can be turned off. We also have our climate controls. Both the front passenger and the driver can have separate climate zones, which is great if someone's hot and someone's cool. We can also pair a phone via Bluetooth, as I mentioned, and you can do a bunch of different setting customizations. Now down below we have our volume control, our tuning, our more climate controls, as well as your hazard button and your traction control. And then you have your E-shifter right here in the center. You have your illuminated cup holders. Over here we have our large glove compartment, which is really helpful. And here in the center we have your removable shelf that actually collects your change, which is really helpful. And we have a DC plug in the center console, as well as your auxiliary port, your USB port, and SD card reader. Up above we have our universal garage door opener, as well as our lights and sunglasses holder. Now let's step out to the back. Here in the back seat of the vehicle, you will notice that we have our power window control in the door, as well as more storage and a water bottle holder. And if we look into the back, we'll see a great large amount of space with comfortable seats, which is really awesome. You have your USB power outlets right here in the back, which is great for charging up your phone on the go. For those in the back seat, your center seat actually has this armrest, and your cup holders are just great. And the back seat is actually a 60-40 split, so in the event you want to hold more in your trunk, you can fold these seats forward and it'll fold flat, increasing your trunk capacity. Now going around to the back of the vehicle, like I promised earlier, I would show you that we have your double tap to open the trunk. And so all you gotta do is double tap and your trunk unlatches, which is great. We're coming in to seeing a very large trunk. I also want to point out that you have your cargo net right here. You have your some hooks right here, which is great for securing some larger pieces of cargo. Here are your cargo net anchors. And under the floor, you actually have your spare tire as well as your battery access, which is awesome. I just want to thank you so much for doing this walk around of this 2015 Dodge Charger SXT. Hope you'll come down to Maple Ridge Chrysler to check out this vehicle or other new and used options. Remember, we have 0% financing and we are closer than you think. Bye-bye.